Well, it's funny what kind of people are attracted to. I'm just trying to keep the main thing. The main thing is that's basketball, trying to win games, sticking up for my teammates.
Making it known, like if the refs aren't going to handle it, I will handle it.
Yeah, I think that's just who I am. It's my personality.
Caitlin Clark just shook the WNBA to its core, but it wasn't on the court. While fans celebrated a $25 million Nike deal, the real shock came when she turned the spotlight on a teammate, Sophie Cunningham. And yes, Angel Reese was watching it all unfold in total disbelief.
Top WNBA pick Caitlin Clark, her first pro game, 10 days away. But even before she makes her pro debut, she has a major Nike deal on the line.
Caitlin Clark, the WNBA rookie sensation, didn't just break records on the court. She just signed the largest sneaker deal in WNBA history. An 8-year, $28 million contract with Nike, making her a pioneer, eclipsing some NBA veterans in endorsement power.
Well, Caitlin Clark could be breaking another record, this time with an endorsement deal. The Associated Press says Clark will soon be signing an 8-year, $28 million contract with Nike.
Caitlin invited Sophie Cunningham to what looked like a routine Nike event in Indianapolis. Sophie expected a standard media op, but what happened next left the WNBA speechless.
Referees, are they ever going to call a foul? Y'all going to call a foul? Did you swallow your whistle?
This was more than a gesture. It was a power move that redefined star power and loyalty in women's sports. In a league where attention, contracts, and minutes are fought for, Caitlin Clark used her platform to elevate someone else. And Angel Reese, known for her own headline-making moments, was left visibly stunned.
This is their best record in over 10 years.
Caitlin Clark entered the league amid tension and media scrutiny. Rivalries with players like Angel Reese and Denai Carrington made every game, every highlight, every post controversial. But Sophie Cunningham had always been by Caitlin's side, taking fouls, protecting her rookie teammate, showing loyalty when no one else would.
It's really hard to develop a boldly disruptive shoe on Zoom.
And then rolling that into what will be her shoe later in the year.
The custom sneaker wasn't just a gift. It was a business contract. Caitlin Clark leveraged her own Nike deal to secure Sophie Cunningham a sub-deal. Not a promo, not a shout-out, a real business move. In a single moment, Caitlin ensured that Sophie was officially part of her brand. Fans exploded online, calling it the most selfless move in WNBA history.
This was, I believe, Caitlin Clark's last game in the WNBA. And then also, of course, the WNBA All-Star Game had 3.4 million viewers, and that's the most watched WNBA.
Angel Reese, known for dominating headlines herself, was reportedly in shock. Some insiders say she couldn't believe Caitlin would share the spotlight instead of using it to compete for attention. This move sends a bold message. In the WNBA, leadership isn't just about points or endorsements. It's about loyalty, respect, and power.
Attendance when it comes to viewership, when it comes to jersey sales, when it comes to merch sales, it's going to be the biggest that we have seen.
Caitlin's impact isn't just emotional, it's measurable. The All-Star Game she headlined drew 3.4 million viewers, the highest in a decade. Her shoes sold out within hours, 13,000 pairs gone instantly. This move didn't just elevate Sophie Cunningham, it solidified Caitlin Clark as the golden goose of the league.
Speak up and speak out. At this point, they don't even care if we speak out.
Caitlin Clark, currently the face of the WNBA, yes.
Asterisk, fans reacted with a mix of shock, admiration, and awe. Some called it the greatest rookie move in history. Others noted the humility and vision Caitlin displayed, proving that star power can elevate others instead of overshadowing them. Meanwhile, Angel Reese fans questioned how she would respond, because in a league fueled by headlines, this was unprecedented.
But she did it in a way that she wasn't going to injure JC, she was just making it known, like if the refs aren't going to handle it, I will handle it.
Experts say this move will redefine endorsement strategy in women's sports. Rookie or veteran, loyalty and team-first gestures are now the new currency. Caitlin Clark just raised the bar, and everyone, including Angel Reese, has been put on notice. This isn't just basketball. This is culture, power, and legacy being built in real time.
How people view Caitlin Clark and whether people view that the WNBA needs to protect Caitlin Clark, the golden goose of a league, as which she is being called.
Caitlin Clark shocked the WNBA not with a buzzer beater, but with a move that no one saw coming. Sophie Cunningham's life and career just changed forever. Angel Reese? She's watching, recalculating, and the league has never been more electrifying. The question now is, what's next? Who will step up? And who will fall behind in the shadows of Clark's historic rise? Stay tuned, the WNBA drama is only getting started.
Again, we don't know how bad it is.
She's number 1 and 2 in every offensive stat. She's hitting more threes this season than Steph Curry did in his first MVP.
What you're going to do when you come into our house. It was an intentional foul. It was a hard foul. She brought her down. Her ability to step up in big moments. When the bright lights are on, Caitlin Clark is also on.
The WNBA has just witnessed one of the most jaw-dropping, soul-stirring, and controversial moments in women's sports history, and it all revolves around the unstoppable force that is Caitlin Clark. Before she even stepped onto a professional court, before she had even played her first pro game, she pulled off a move that shook the league to its core, stunned her rivals, and left fans around the world gasping in disbelief. Clark's $25 million Nike deal, already the largest rookie sneaker contract in WNBA history, would have been enough to cement her legacy, but she didn't stop there. In a move that defied every expectation of self-promotion and ego-driven sports culture, Caitlin chose to shine the brightest spotlight on her teammate, Sophie Cunningham, a player whose tireless defense, unwavering loyalty, and selfless protection of Clark had gone unnoticed by most. Sophie, unsuspecting, walked into what seemed like a standard celebration or media op, only to find herself at the center of an emotional, cinematic spectacle. The room darkened. A short film chronicling Caitlin's journey, from her days in Iowa through sold-out arenas, media backlash, and the brutal scrutiny of critics, played on the big screen. But the ultimate shock came when Caitlin, instead of claiming the accolades for herself, presented Sophie with a custom pair of Nike sneakers in Indiana Fever colors, stitched boldly with no backing down, and paired it with a real endorsement contract under her own massive Nike deal. This wasn't a symbolic gesture. It was a multi-million-dollar declaration of respect, loyalty, and recognition, a move so audacious, so unprecedented, that even seasoned WNBA analysts and rival players were left speechless. Fans erupted online, praising Caitlin's courage, her generosity, and her ability to redefine what true leadership and influence look like in professional sports. At the same time, Angel Reese, a name synonymous with controversy, media attention, and fierce competition with Clark, was left shocked, her carefully cultivated persona suddenly overshadowed by Caitlin's brilliance, not just on the court, but in her ability to elevate those around her while cementing her own legendary status. The implications are seismic. Sponsorships, endorsements, fan loyalty, and the very narrative of star power in the WNBA have been rewritten in a single, emotional, unforgettable moment. This wasn't just a business move. It was a statement, a lesson, and a shockwave of emotion all rolled into one, proving that greatness isn't just measured by points, stats, or headlines, but by the power to lift others while claiming your own destiny. Every camera lens in the room captured Sophie's tears, her shock, and the stunned silence of a league suddenly realizing that Caitlin Clark had changed everything: the rules, the expectations, and the way we measure star power. From sold-out arenas to social media threads exploding with disbelief, from analysts debating the implications to fans sharing every second of the reveal, this single act has rewritten what it means to dominate the WNBA. Caitlin's move sent a message louder than any slam dunk. Loyalty, leadership, and emotional intelligence can overshadow even the flashiest headlines, the biggest deals, and the fiercest rivalries. The reverberations of this shocking, heart-stopping moment will be felt for years to come, not just in how players negotiate deals or interact on and off the court, but in how the world views women's sports, teamwork, and the power of a star who doesn't just play the game. She changes the game forever. In the wake of this stunning reveal, one thing is certain: Caitlin Clark has not only secured her place in WNBA history before even hitting the hardwood professionally, but she has also left every rival, fan, and critic in absolute awe, including Angel Reese, who now faces the undeniable reality that true influence isn't just about scoring points, it's about scoring hearts, loyalty, and respect in ways the world never expected. This is more than a headline. It is a moment that will echo in the history of women's sports, a story of shocking generosity, emotional resonance, and unshakable legacy that has rewritten the narrative for every player who dares to follow in Caitlin Clark's monumental footsteps.